Hey there, 5-6. Today we are going to talk about another religion in the world called Hinduism. Hinduism is believed to have roots dating back as far as 2500 BC and has been called the oldest religion in the world. Hinduism is the world's third largest religion. Its followers are called Hindus. And it has about 900 million followers, with 1.2 to 1.5 million in the US and Canada. Now, there is no one individual who founded the religion. Rather, its beliefs originated with early civilizations in India. It is the primary religion in India, but has spread to other countries where people from India have immigrated. It has also gained interest among the younger generations in Western culture due to its embrace of mankind's basic goodness, its acceptance of other beliefs, and its focus on the spiritual world over the material world. So let's look at the core beliefs of Hinduism. And it's difficult to determine the exact beliefs of Hinduism because Hindu teachings do not hold to a set truth, and therefore their beliefs vary greatly from group to group. So their main scriptures are the Vedas and Upanishads, among many others. And their society is broken into a caste system, which identifies people in one of four classes. The highest social group is the Brahmin. They are the most privileged and are traditionally seen as priests or teachers. Brahmins make up a small part of the Indian population. Next, you have the Kshatriya, meaning the protectors of the gentle people. These were traditionally the military class and are now predominantly landowners. Next is the Vaishya. These folks are influential in trade and were traditionally cattle herders, agriculturalists, artisans, and merchants. Now they are associated with the middle class. And then lastly is the Shudra. This is the lowest of the four social classes. And those placed in this caste are usually slaves or manual laborers. There are prominent themes in Hinduism, and they include Dharma. Dharma is the eternal and inherent nature of reality, right behavior, and social order. There's a samsara, which is the continuing cycle of birth, life, death, and rebirth. There's karma. You might have heard this word before. And this is the sum of a person's actions in previous states of existence, viewed as deciding their fate in future existences. In other words, what happens to a person happens because they caused it with their actions, and that will determine the class they will be born into in their next life. Next is the moksha. This is liberation of the samsara, or liberation in this life in general. And then you have the various yogas, and these are paths or practices that fit in those beliefs. Now, their key views on God. Hindus have 330 million gods or goddesses, though a Hindu may decide to worship only one, many, or none at all. The main god is Brahman, viewed as a principle or the world soul. Now, Brahman is different than that caste system of the priests. I want to make that clear. Next is their view on mankind. So they see it as there is no God we have sinned against. Good karma is sought, mainly through works, giving offerings to the gods, knowledge through meditation, or devotion to a certain god. Let's look at their view on salvation. The goal is to escape the endless cycle of birth, death, and rebirth, which is the samsara. So they need to escape from the end of cycle of samsara, which is reincarnation, by reaching nirvana, and at which time an individual becomes one with Brahman, or the main God. So how can we speak the gospel and truth to our Hindu friends? Since Hindu beliefs are so diverse, when we speak to a Hindu, we need to ask what they personally believe, and that can help us direct the conversation and where it needs to go. We also need to focus on Jesus Christ as God's revelation of himself, emphasizing the fact that he is the way, the truth, and the life. Because remember, in Hinduism, there is no set truth. So by emphasizing the fact that Jesus is the way, the truth, and the life, that can help them see what we believe. And additionally, we need to explain an accurate understanding of sin towards God and the good news of salvation by grace through faith in Jesus Christ. That's all I got for today. See you next time.